Imagine sharing a thought on social media about being so mentally drained and yearning for rest, only for the next day for you to finally take off work and get that much needed rest to not wake up the next morning. Now imagine starting a job just 4 weeks ago and it being the very demise of your life as a result of added stress and sleepless nights. I said imagine, but this is actually the reality for these two individuals and their families. So I want you to raise a hand if you've ever worked in a job that was very high stress. Now keep that hand raised if you've ever reached a breaking point as a result of that job. What is a breaking point? So it looks different for many people. This can be anxiety, feeling overwhelmed with your workload and not being able to manage your emotions at work. I've personally cried at my desk just due to the stress of my job. For some, that may look like completely walking away from the job to save their mental health. I may not be a licensed mental health professional, but I am a concerned employee, a colleague, and a human being who believes that emotional and mental well-being is just as important as physical health. This is a belief that fuels my passion for speaking on this topic today. All of us should be advocating and proposing to our employers to implement mental health days. Today, I want to highlight the problem of mental health in the workplace, explore its root cause, and present an effective solution implementing dedicated mental health days for employees. So, what is the problem? There is actually a widespread crisis in the workforce when it comes to mental health. According to the World Health Organization, depression and anxiety cost the global economy $1 trillion each year in lost productivity. In the U.S. alone, the American Institute of Stress reports 83% of workers suffer from work-related stress, and over 60% of employees experience symptoms of burnout. Chronic fatigue leads to low performance and physical health issues. So why might that be? There is a huge stigma surrounding mental health in the workplace, being perceived as a weakness. A survey by Mind Shared Partners found that 60% of employees never have spoken up about their mental health status out of fear as being looked at as weak or unreliable or not as strong enough for the job. Another study conducted by Gallup revealed that 75% of employees experience burnout on the job sometimes, while 28% report feeling burned out very often or always. So what do we do? The solution is both strategic and compassionate. The workplace needs to implement designated mental health days. These days will be dedicated to people prioritizing their mental health and well-being. An NHI study found that these employees with access to mental health resources and time off work have significantly lower stress levels. For every $4 invested in treating common mental disorders, there is a $4 return in productivity by formally introducing mental health. Companies will invest in their greatest asset, the employee, the one that keeps their business successful. Mental health days aren't just about time off. They are about creating an emotional support of balance and stability. The data is evident. Ignoring mental health is costing companies billions of dollars. We should be working on ending the stigma around mental health. And we have a moral duty to address mental health in the workplace. If we implement mental health days, we will foster healthier employers and a more compassionate workplace. So let's take action. Take action now and advocate for not just you, but for your mom, your sister, your cousin, that friend that isn't doing well right now mentally. A healthy mind is essential for a healthy business. So be the change that you would like to see?